Hello, this is Yuri Captain speaking, Joel from the Friends and Flayers podcast, giving you a recap of Liberation Festival Cyrano v. Hitch. The party heads into Lord Mandrake's tent to see if he will sponsor terror for the Academy. Through the discussion, it is revealed that Lord Mandrake's son, Elias, has been forging letters under Chancellor Turleyfoot's name and bewitched his father's seal. The party then heads over to Duke Goodfit's tent on the recommendation of Lord Mandrake. The Duke tells the party he will take Terra on as a patron if they help him gain the affections of Lady Leah, his brother's beau. Thus concludes the recap for Liberation Festival Cyrano v. Hitch. Want to have a comment or question answered on the show? Send us a tweet at Friends and Flayers. Comment on Facebook at Friends and Flayers, Instagram at friends_and_flayers, or email us at friendsandflayers@gmail.com.
Hey, did you know that in the original Bloody Mary ritual, you had to walk backwards up a flight of stairs?
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the purpose was to catch a glimpse of your future husband's face.
Really? I wish I could find my future husband that easily.
Honestly, all I really want to do now is drink a Bloody Mary.
Well, how about we go make some Bloody Marys while you tell me more fun facts about Bloody Mary?
Join us every week at Booze and Spirits,
where we make our favorite drinks and tell each other our favorite paranormal stories.
Find us under Booze and Spirits on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and Podbean.
And follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Booze and Spirits.
Okay, so you guys are in the tent of Duke Goodfit with the Lady Love Leah, his brother,
Sergeant Weirdo.
Yeah, douchebaggery supreme.
Tybus?
Grenick.
No,
yeah.
Grenick's the brother.
Yeah, Grenick's
Duke
the brother.
Goodfit. Tybus is the
Oh, that's the good guy.
mega
That's the
nerd.
guy. That's the guy we're trying to get boned.
Yeah.
Tybus is ugly.
Yeah, Tybus.
He's not ugly, he's plain.
Yeah,
No, they said it's ugly.
You know, I said he has ugly clothes.
Okay.
He looks like Princess Diaries before Princess Diaries, you know?
Oh, so we just need to take his hair down and remove his glasses. Boom.
Yeah,
We
take
just
the perm out, straighten the hair,
Yeah.
Got a
pluck the
10
eyebrows.
What's the modern day Taming of the Shrew? Not Taming of the Shrew. The one with Freddie Prinze Jr.
She's all that.
We need a She's All That him.
That's what I'm saying.
Taming of the Shrew is 10 Things I Hate About You, right?
Correct.
10 things I hate about this movie.
Hey, there's nothing
I
wrong
don't actually
about
like
that
that
movie.
That movie is awesome.
Yeah, that
I
movie's
actually
great.
don't dislike that movie.
Well, we don't like you anymore. We're done. Stop
I
recording.
said I don't dislike the movie.
Oh. You said I don't
Podcast
like it.
over.
This friendship is done.
You don't like this one movie from the 90s that I like? Fuck you. Is it the 90s? I don't know when it came out.
Yes, it was late 90s, early 2000s at least.
Yeah.
A terrible time. Anyway,
Wasn't that our formative years?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Yeah. Horrible.
All right. So, what is your plan to win over Lady Leah?
Wow.
So I've been thinking about it, and I don't think making Grenick look bad is necessarily the way to go about it.
Huh.
I think we need to make Tybus look good, sort of build his confidence.
I said earlier, Cyrano de Bergerac.
You know, I don't speak Italian.
That's
Baxter.
French.
Baxter, you claimed to the fridge and ate a whole wheel of cheese? Sorry.
You know that I speak a little bit of French. I speak a little bit of French, but not those words. Who is Serrano de Diamondback?
I remember your French class. I helped you with a video.
Oh, hell yeah, when I got shanked because we had like 3 gallons of ketchup that we had to get through.
Yeah. And we ended up making a silent film, and like the teacher was like, "You guys didn't speak any of the lines," and we're like, "But it's creative."
It was, yeah, we had the.
That
It was-
sounds like a typical Zach move.
We told her it was artistic flair.
Did you at least put the subtitles? Did you
Yes.
have subtitles?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we had subtitles. We even put the instrumental for Moulin Rouge in the background
Yeah,
the
we
entire
did.
time.
Did you use French in the subtitles?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was copied and
Then what's
pasted.
that?
Can we use Flan to make him look good? Have Flan try to do something against the little woman here and Leah and
Flan got hired by Talbot to help him with his beer sales. So that's where he is, and Aldrin actually is helping them today too.
Aldrin's got that seasonal work.
Yeah.
Cyrano de Bergerac, the ugly guy,
Why don't we help?
talks for the beautiful guy so that he gets the girl.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I know.
Why don't we have Tibus win? Tibus or Tiber?
Mm-hmm.
Tibus.
Tibus. Why don't we have the Briss win the Burkemeister?
Well, he hasn't. He didn't win any of the first day competitions.
Well,
also he's already a Duke.
so how do you build someone's confidence?
This is the most open-ended mission I've ever written, and I'm loving every second of it.
Well, as somebody who doesn't have confidence, I could tell you that I have no fucking idea.
How do I build something I don't have?
Yeah. What is the blueprints of confidence?
See, I was hoping Flan was going to be here. Between Flan and Orlando, there had to be a terrible plan.
Oh, Flan.
I want to add, like, what is his fear of just why is he so scared of just approaching her and being like, "Hey"?
It's not just her. I'm just terrified to talk to anyone.
Why?
I don't have confidence.
How are you at writing?
And then you see the gnome pop up. He goes, "Oh, his penmanship is delightful."
So, write down exactly how you feel about her.
Leave out the word breasts.
Wait a minute.
What?
Time out.
What, you want to leave the word breasts in there?
No, not that. Not that. I was rereading the notes from last week.
Yes.
Marhalt tried to put command and well, he did. He cast command, told Tibus to be confident and charming,
One word,
but
one
only
dinner.
landed charming.
Yeah.
So we've got that going for us.
Yeah, I'm
Second.
charming, but I'm not confident.
Second, is Lady Leah in the tent still?
Yeah, and she's staring at all of you like, what is going on?
Jesus. What are we doing? Honestly, guys, what the fuck is going on here?
Look, here's the thing.
We can't be planning this right in front of the lady.
Yeah, we can.
Here's the thing, Princess Leah.
I'm not a princess, I'm just a lady.
Okay, Lady Leah.
Listen here, lady.
Hey, lady!
Hey, lady!
It's a joke in like echoes. Every time there's a reference.
You can be sure that Tony and I will definitely catch it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Duke Tibus has deep feelings for you. He lacks the confidence to express them. But perhaps if you could calm his fears, and if there is any reciprocation of those feelings, you could relay that to him, and then he could perhaps tell you how he feels.
As you're
And
saying,
he is also known to reciprocate.
As you guys are saying this, you hear the sound of a flap in the tent, and you see him running off, screaming.
No, he's not. I would have stopped him
Gorm
before
chases
that.
after him.
I would have stopped him as soon as I saw him
Yeah.
trying to bolt.
You guys were paying attention. He turns bright red and goes, "Ah!" Like, why are you saying this? Why are you saying this? Bye. And runs.
I horse collar him.
All right, go ahead and roll an athletics check. Let's start this off with a chase.
The only chase that should be happening here is him chasing her. But alas, he's idiot McDumbbrain.
Yeah. You guys are like
17.
17? Okay. All right. What do you do when you apprehend him? How are you apprehending him?
I'm just grabbing him by the scruff of his collar and pulling him back and sitting him down and saying, "You are going to sit here and express your feelings. It is time to be a freaking man."
You sound like
I'm
my
not trying
father,
to-
and I hated my
I'm not
father. Why are you
trying
trying to
to
be my
berate-
father?
I'm not trying to berate you. I'm not trying to be your father. I am trying to help you. I want you to be happy.
I'm not happy right now.
Well, you will be if you find out that Lady Leah's feelings are the same for you as yours are for her. Will you not?
Not in this way. I wanted you to write her like a love letter and her to like fall smitten with me.
I don't
I had
write
a
letters.
completely
You
different
write
letter.
letters.
This is a completely different
You write-
idea than I had.
Lady Leah, excuse me.
Mhm.
Lady Leah, would you mind stepping out of the tent?
No.
I'm
Retreating back to your quarters for about
No.
20 minutes or so.
I'm
We will send a representative over later to set
If
up
she-
a lovely date for this evening between
If
you
she goes back
and
over
the
there,
Duke.
Grannick's never going to let her out of his sight again.
honestly. I would like to talk to Lady Leah off. I want to pull her aside and be like,
I could go with her.
Oh, okay. You guys figure that part out. I'm going to work.
I
with
just think
Cyrus.
it's a little stupid to be coming up with a plan for her to fall in love with him right in fucking front of her.
I'm not
Just
coming up with a
wanted to get her
plan.
out of the
I am
tent.
acting. I am making an action.
This is a clusterfuck.
Yes, it is.
I just want to get rid of the Terra. That's all I want to do.
You know, this is all your fault.
No, it's not. I didn't accept to bring her along.
I know it's mine.
I just wanted the Griffin. I was willing to kick her in the chest.
all I wanted was a fucking Pepsi. And I got stuck with this.
Griffin.
They're a 12-year-old girl. Actually, can we just introduce Tara and Leah and ask if they want to have like a girls' day out for a minute?
Yeah. But Lady Leah is, I don't have an escort, and I was using Grennick's men and Grennick to keep me safe, because I've heard some things are happening around here that aren't very noble.
Well, don't you worry about it, Lady Leah. Me and Reggie got your back. I'll be your escort.
And she smiles. She's like, "All right, Sir Gorm, I would enjoy that immensely. Thank you." And she puts her hand out to Tara, and they walk out of the tent. Are you following?
Yes, and as I go, I turn around and I say, "Don't fuck this up," and I walk out of the tent.
6 is staying with us.
I'm gonna minor illusion Gorham farting as he's walking out of the tent following them, and I'm gonna be like, Gorham, you're gross. Anyway, Timus, listen, my dude, you are so in your head about this. You need to relax. You need to just chill out. And
Hey, go ahead.
and just it's
chill out.
there are worse things to fear than rejection.
It's not.
It is far
it's
better.
not rejection. It's the fact that you're telling her how I feel, and that's scary.
Why is that scary?
Human interaction is terrible.
Sorry, I'm just fucking.
Why? Why is it so scary to tell her how you feel?
Because what if she doesn't like me as much as I like her, or she likes me more than how much I like?
Can I
That's
roll
what we call
insight
rejection.
to find out? When I was saying that, if I got any reaction from her that she might have any feelings.
Yeah, I'll let you do a retcon insight check. So go ahead and roll.
18.
Okay. What you get with an 18 is she was confused about the entire situation, what was going on, and she felt like you were pressuring her into something, and she didn't like that.
So I can't pick up anything about how she reacted. She didn't look at him. She didn't nothing.
You don't think she's negative towards the situation? Like, she's negative towards the situation, and what you were like funneling her into, like, you have to like him. Right. This is going to be the fix.
I get that. But I never suggested that she has to. But I mean, if somebody says something in front of someone, you're going to get a reaction from them like, revulsion, or oh, really? Something. They got to do something.
It was more neutral than anything. It's like when people propose, like spring a proposal on someone in public, you kind of like, yeah, that kind of feeling. She was like, I don't know how to do this, and she's like a trained she all her life is being part of the nobility and like kind of hiding herself from it. So you got a neutral stance, but you can tell she didn't like how you were going about it. It might be a little
fine.
Bit
I didn't like it either, but we weren't doing shit, and I want to move on.
I want to go kill some circus animals.
No, I want to just.
Not wrong.
Anyway, go ahead. Do your magic there, wordsmith.
So when he says that he is worried that she's not going to feel the same way that he does, I tell him that is a fear of rejection. So why does he have a fear of rejection?
Well, she's gonna say yes no matter what, because I'm one of her betters. Like she understands, like I'm worth it. But I want a life of love and romance, not just married because I'm a noble and she's just a I'm a duke and she's just like a low level noble woman.
Then write her a letter. Tell her how you feel.
I'm not good at poetry. I'm good at
It doesn't have to be a poem.
I mean, that's how things are done.
Let me put it this way. What are you good at?
Well, I
mutter under my breath, sniveling, whining.
The gnome pops up. He's a brilliant tactician. Like, quite brilliant. Like, he's never lost a battle ever.
And think of this as a battle.
Huh.
Strategize how to win her heart.
Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Simply a battle of the loins.
Simply a battle of the loins.
Battle of the bulge.
Wow, Jesus. 8.
Can I also attempt to charismatically? So you're good at combat?
It might not. No, I'm not good at fighting per se. I'm good at placing troops and what we have to think about is war is more about logistics than it is actually fighting.
No, you have to know. You have to know your enemy's heart. You have to know your people's hearts. You have to know what your troops are doing, why they're fighting, and they're not fighting just because you're the Duke and they make them. That's part of it. But in order to be an effective leader,
you have to feed your troops. That's what I'm good at.
Well, that's fine, but you also have to care for them. You have to know your commanders, right?
I mean, yes. I try my best. I usually let my brother lead the troops. I just simply try to make the battlefields as profitable for us as possible.
Sure.
So you are your troops, she is your enemy, and instead of trying to murder them, you're trying to do the exact opposite.
The exact
She's
opposite
not
of
your
murder.
You just, and this is something obviously your brother isn't going to do for you, right?
Clearly he's trying to, but for the wrong reasons.
No, he wants her for himself. You're the older brother, yes?
Yes.
You should marry first, right?
What?
I'll give you I'll tell you what I've always heard from other people. It's the heir and the spare. He's worthless. You are the man.
Okay.
You're the only one stopping you from achieving your goals. I'm going to turn into...
You're fucking Tony Robbins.
Yes. You got to get out of your head, buddy.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
What?
We're not fortune cookies. Correct me if I'm wrong, the gnome's name is Reggie as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Reggie, how long have you been serving Tybus here?
Oh, I've served his father, his grandfather, and his grandfather's grandfather.
So, tell me what you think of him compared to Granick.
Oh, he's dressed terribly. He has a good head on his shoulders, but he's not very good with his words. Granick has charm, charisma, muscles. Yeah, everything that he's not.
Yeah, is Granick smart?
In a way, he's smart with his words. Huh?
Is he charismatic?
Yes.
Or is he just brute force? Because that's all I got from him.
Yeah, he's a little bit more brute force than... He has more confidence than charisma.
Mm-hmm. So let's take a look let's start with the wardrobe. That's a good place to start, right,
Sure.
Orlando?
Yeah, we can get him some new clothes.
All right, with this, we're going to pause and switch over to Girls' Day.
All right.
You guys are walking down an avenue. There's people everywhere. There's like carnival games. There's like an apple bobbing stand. And basically Tara goes, "Oh, I've done this before. Lady Leah, would you like to play?" And Lady Leah's like, "Well, it's not very ladylike." But Tara's like, No, it's a lot of fun. Gorham, are you going to try to bob apples with us?
Well, of course I am. That's what we're here to do, is have fun. So let's have fun, shall we?
Yes. As you're bobbing apples, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because I'm still exhausted.
Also because you're bobbing apples.
Oh.
Your head is underwater.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Hey, we're all underwater in this one.
Well, there's 7.
So 7. All right. With your 7, you don't notice this, but you stand up at the same time as Lady Leah, and she has her eyes closed. Her face is all covered with water, and she has an apple in her mouth, and she looks at you. You notice a small dart sticking in the back of her neck. She looks at you, and her eyes become dilated. And she goes, the apple drops out of her mouth, and she goes, "Well, hello there." On the other side of you, like past Lady Leah, you see Granick, and his eyes are fuming. Lady Leah, how are you today, handsome?
Well, shit. Tara! Tara, we gotta go.
Tara pops her head out of the water, and she has 3 apples, 2 on her tusks and 1 in her mouth. And she goes, "I think I won."
Right. Great. Grab your prize. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. Move! Move!
Where do you go?
I have no goddamn idea. I have to keep them with me, but I also don't want Grenick. Oh shit! This is awful.
Go to the temple.
How far
Do
is the
not help.
temple from where I'm at?
You guys are not near the temple at
All
all.
right.
I'm on the other side of the festival.
All right.
No. Shit. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know this. I'm going to pick up Lady Leah.
Okay.
As if carrying a bride over the threshold.
Sure.
I'm going to start running.
With that, you hear Grenick go, "Unhand her, you fiend!"
Who are you calling a fiend? I'm her escort.
And I run.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Fuck. Well, this went up thanks to leveling up. 17 with disadvantage.
Not bad. Yeah, you make a little bit of headway amongst Grenick and his two thugs.
Also, I forgot. Retcon a little bit. I grab Tara and throw her over my one shoulder, and I've got Leah
on the other.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just like fireman carry, just like running.
Yeah, Tara would have followed suit. But yeah.
Well, she has little legs. You got to keep up, little girl. I can't lose you.
But yeah, you see Grenick and his two goons start running after you. Go ahead and make an athletics check, but instead of strength, use your constitution.
Athletics? You said?
Yes.
With constitution.
Yes.
Okay.
Because now you're running and you're carrying a lot of weight compared to what you normally do.
Leah's fat?
Leah's not fat, but you have two people on your shoulders, you know?
8.
No, I get it.
8.
All right. Grenick gets a hand on you. Make a opposed strength check. Oh, buddy.
That's a D20 plus 7 at disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
You.
Oh! Two 20s in a row on disadvantage. I legitimately rolled a 22 as well. Holy crap. I rolled a nat 20 and I'm like, oh, he's losing this one. But you just pull it out of your ass.
Oh my god. That's fucking crazy.
The chances. You legitimately had like a 5% chance to get a 20. And then you had a 5% of that 5% to get another 20 in a row. Holy crap. Unprecedented.
It had to happen eventually.
Man.
Oh my god.
Gorham literally he grabs your the scruff of your neck like Morholt did to his brother just recently. Tries to grab you and like pull you back. What do you do in retaliation?
I mean, I'm just running.
Okay, so
I'm just running. I don't want him anywhere near us. I am just running.
He gets his hand on you and he gets a smirk on his face and just like he's like, yes, I have him. And then you just literally like dig your heels down and just like power through it, and you end up pulling him down and his face just falls straight out in the mud. Where are you running to now?
Call him child's play. Call him child's play.
What? What's happening? Wait, we're breaking up.
I said call him child's play.
Why would I call him child's play?
Oh, did you not watch the Beast Mode Marshawn Lynch video when he was like, get off me, child's play?
Oh, right. Yeah, that one.
Do you not understand my reference from 6 years ago?
Well, it's funny because I actually watched like the 100 greatest plays of all time in the NFL, and Beast Mode was on that list.
Of course it was. He broke like 17 tackles and he yelled out, get off me, child's play.
All right. Well, okay, so I'm dragging him through the mud.
He let go when he fell down. Like it was he grabs hold of you, throw him, and like he does like turns into a kite a little bit with your immense strength speed, and then just like flops down on the ground.
Okay.
Very anime, very cartoonish. And his goons are like picking him up. You're free in the clear right now. So where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna try. My next move is to try and, even though I'm 6'5", I'm gonna try and lose him in the crowd and somehow circle back to Tybus's tent.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh.
Nat 1
Natural
after
one.
this. I say the karma had to like level out, bud.
No. That's fine.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Yeah. You don't think you're being followed. So we'll pause here and flip over back to what I'm calling makeover special. Say yes to the tunic.
See the GIF that I posted in the chat. It is inappropriate. It is literally Gorham breaking away from Krennic.
Wow, this is Shrek doing.
Oh yes,
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow, this is good. This is good content. Wow, he's really moving.
He is booking.
Gorham escaping through the Liberation Festival.
That's funny. All right, so you guys
he's screaming, "I'm out of here! I'm out of here! I'm out of here!"
You guys are back at the tent. You decided, hey, let's try talking about your clothes. You guys are now in his wardrobe, which probably
I'm leaving this one to Orlando.
Has 30 or 40 choices, and they're all terrible. They seem to be out of season by a few years. It looks like he might have adopted his father's clothing and decided to wear it due to like it's made nice, but like it's not in fashion. So what are you guys doing?
Are we going through his clothes?
Yeah.
Or because I don't want to go through his clothes. I think we got to get him some new duds, and it's not like he can't afford it.
All right, I tell you what, you guys go shopping. I'm bagging this up, taking it to Goodwill.
Good tier.
So I think this is also going to turn into an episode of Queer Eye with Orlando Nash.
Yes, probably. Honey, that's not the right color.
Reggie, is there a tailor on retainer?
I mean, we can get one. It's not hard. I mean, everyone's in town. We'll go to Market Square and yell Taylor. I'm sure 4 or 5 of them will pop up.
We need the best tailor in this vicinity right now, right?
I'm going to
buying off the rack.
I'm going to turn to Tybus and I'm going to say, I don't want to do this transformation for the sake of a visual. I want to do it because it makes sense.
What do you mean by that?
I want to take your flaws and minimize them and find your strengths and maximize them.
Okay. But how are you going to do that?
I'm going to take the fact that you look very plain.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to give you some sort of fantastic haircut to sort of draw away from the fact that you look like an adult Caillou. We're going to have to really accentuate in your clothes, in your hair, in your facial hair, and
I've never
find
been able to grow
ways that
facial
you
hair.
can. Of course you can't. We're going to have to find ways to show people that you have some sort of artistic sense about yourself. And I think you're going to have to do that through accessories and clothing.
That sounds terrible.
Lady Leah would like it. How is Lady Leah going to fall in love with someone? How are you going to take care of Lady Leah if you can't even take care of yourself?
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, that's actually a fair point. Wow, I've never thought about it that way. Is that what women think about men? We don't know how to take care of ourselves if we dress poorly? Huh."
I'm going to give him a once-over, and I'm going to say, that's what they think about you.
Oh.
Orlando with the
If you can't take care of yourself, you're going to have a very hard time taking care of someone else.
So you're trying to say I have to love myself before I can love someone else? That's deep.
I'm not saying that, but it certainly helps.
Oh. I make love to myself quite frequently.
Don't tell her that.
Okay.
You're going to have what we call consent before you start telling her things like that.
Okay.
And I want to find...
What should I talk about if I'm talking to her about things?
Ask her about her interests.
Women have interests?
I'm just going to blink at him a few times.
Here's the gif.
Girls are also human beings, much like yourself, which I'm starting to doubt that you are. Imagine that if you're freaked out because she's a woman, just imagine her as a person. And I mean, she's still a woman, but she's a person first, right?
This isn't making any sense to me. My mind's blown. You're telling me I should love myself more, and women are actually people too? This is outrageous. This is wow. Explains so much.
I'm going to step outside the tent here, let you guys figure this out.
Marhal, can you find a good tailor and a good stylist, someone who looks like they have a flair about them?
Absolutely.
Someone who looks interesting, not like, I'm going to lean in, not like Tybus.
Okay. Okay. With that, I will head to Market Square.
Suit of armor guy. Go look for a stylist. This is the best. Yeah, this guy, he's wearing a nice suit of mail. It's the kind of style I like.
I'm going to say that is what we call wartime attire. We're looking for more like a casual, fun Saturday night kind of attire.
Right. Okay. I'm going to head to Market Square.
Sure.
And seek out the best tailor and the best stylist.
I'm going to, yeah. Like I almost said a butcher, a barber. I'm going to turn to Tybus, and I'm going to say, how you take care of yourself is how the world sees you.
I have attendants take care of me. Reggie does everything for me. You see Reggie like playing with like an abacus, because that's like the closest thing to a smartphone they have back then. Just moving the little discs around.
You're going to have to stop doing that, because unless you want someone else to take care of Leah for you...
I mean, I'd hire someone to do that.
No.
I mean, I hired you to help me have her fall in love with me. I don't do anything myself ever.
Well, that's going to have to change.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to take some responsibility. I should be a life coach. You're going to have to take some responsibility for what you do, such as taking care of yourself and how you speak to other people.
Go ahead and roll a charisma check for me. You haven't rolled a long time.
You can say that again. 23.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he nods his head and he goes, "You know what? You're right. I'm gonna cut my own hair."
No. No.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
You gotta play to your strengths.
Dang it.
Just the sound of water going into a urinal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, because I thought that could be a good like moment of just like, I'm gonna cut my own hair. Switch over to Marhalt.
See, you are in a very lucky position where you can pay people who have trained and worked hard to hone their skill, much like you have trained and worked hard to hone your skill in wartime strategy.
I see what you mean, and I should take it upon myself to have the person I'm in love with to fall in love with me. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I will.
First
try.
thing, we're gonna find you women to do this.
Women to do
because
what?
you can also to pick out your clothes,
Mm-hmm.
to cut your hair,
Okay.
to teach you how to cook. Because
What?
you can also talk to them and get a woman's perspective,
Oh.
which will help you communicate with Leah.
Okay, that's an interesting idea. He nods his head and goes, so maybe she won't fall in love with me now, but maybe if I learn the skills needed, she can fall in love with me in the future.
I think your best play right now, I am not the strategist that you are, but I think your best play right now is to tell her that Granick is a terrible choice for so many different reasons, but you're working on yourself, and you believe you can become the man that she truly needs in this life.
You know what? You're right. Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
25.
25. Yeah, he gets bolstered by your very kind words, and he goes, "You're right. I need to work on myself before I can have her love me. I need to love myself first. You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. What's your name again? I forget.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders, and I'm gonna say, "Make yourself that someone can fall in love with."
Yeah, I need to gain confidence before I'm able to expect anyone to love me. You're right." He shakes her hand, and like it's a firm handshake.
I'm gonna treat him a little bit like a child, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, such a strong handshake."
Don't patronize me. Switch it over to Marhalt.
I'm gonna-
Marhalt, you're in.
I'm gonna smirk when he says that, because that is a sign that he is growing up.
Just real quick, Zach, I'm pretty sure you've said all those things to me at one point in our friendship.
And now look at
Every
you.
single line of that.
And now you're married with 2 cats and a dog.
Yeah,
I know.
You're living the dream, buddy.
God,
I know. I'm just saying, like, art
The shit
reflects
works.
life.
Yeah.
you are Tyba's good fit.
Yes, I am.
And I am Orlando Nash.
Yes, you are.
All right. Marhalt, you're in the market square. What do you want to do? How are you going to... What's your strategy on finding the best stylist you can find?
Is there a platform nearby?
Yeah, there is platforms aplenty. People stand up and try to hawk their wares on them.
Okay. I'm going to stand up on one and take off my helm. And I'm just going to yell out, "I need the most brilliant tailor and the most stylish stylist for a makeover."
What?
I need
Go ahead and roll
a tailor.
Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
Okay. You know, these rolls on this roll 20 suck for me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate this fucking system.
I don't get it. Compared to everyone else. Zach just rolled a 25.
I know.
Yeah.
I had 2 nat 20s.
Yeah. You hear the crowd kind of like, what? Why don't you check Craigslist? Craig has a list over there of people. Maybe he can help you.
No, just tell me where the tailors are.
Probably on Craigslist.
Oh,
Craig's right over there.
For sake.
You rolled bad. You're getting terrible advice.
That's fine. I'm just going to keep yelling it. Somebody's going to hear me. I'll move from pedestal to pedestal.
You see an interesting person walk up. It is one of the judges from the competition, the artist formerly known as Galaxy. Quit yelling. I'm here.
Yes.
Perfect. I remember you from earlier this morning.
I don't remember you because you're meaningless to me.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't care if I'm meaningless to you. We need help.
How much does it pay?
Well, it's Tybus Goodfoot, the Duke. I'm sure it can pay quite well.
Their eyes like widen. I was gonna say her, but I'm not sure what gender it is.
I was gonna say thank you for making them sort of non-binary and respecting their pronouns. Yeah, also, I feel like his last name is either going to be Quest or Power Bottom. Galaxy Power Bottom. Holy shit! I'm making a new character.
I think you broke Joel.
His love is out of this world. Galaxy Power Bottom.
Damn, Galaxy, are those space pants? Anyway.
Yeah, the artist formerly known as Galaxy, they their eyes widen and go, oh, that's money. I like money. Let's go.
All right. Take him back over there.
All right, we're going to switch over to Joel.
Great.
You're in a crowd of people, and all of a sudden you say, you hear, unhand her, you swine. I challenge you to a duel. And you see Grenick pointing his sword at you. It's a rapier. And he has you at sword point. Doesn't seem like you were able to get through the crowd quick enough to lose him completely.
Damn it. I don't see any pigs around.
And I just look at somebody to like affirm, like, get it? Because he said swine.
You hear Grenick basically just go, you're the swine. I mean, you have tusks and everything. And people start laughing at you, and people apparently around here are racist.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's it. That's it. Fine. I accept your challenge. Just give me a minute to find a safe spot for these women.
You see Lady Leah, she goes, any spot with you is a safe spot, baby.
Oh, hush your mouth.
So, is there a place for me to place these people?
Yeah. Tara goes, I can take care of Lady Leah. She's she won't be any trouble for me, I guess.
Yeah, get her some smelling salts or some shit. I can't have her like this.
All right, let's find a token for our good lord.
Is that Zach?
It is Zach. Being annoying little shit.
Like
Did you guys know that Tony?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you know that Tony's dog name is Zach?
No, but I do now.
Yeah, you guys told us this already. You're on the right page, right? You see Gorham and the one guy. There's like
the man in red.
Yeah, there's a huge crowd around you guys, and people are like, fight, and they're looking
about
back
to
and
get
forth
a lot redder.
All right.
Just for the record, does Granick not know that he's like the arm wrestling champion?
No.
Well, that's the gnome.
Yeah.
How would he?
Oh, right. That's very fair.
All right. I just need to find my character block for him because I knew somebody was going to be dueling him. I just didn't know when, where, why.
Incidentally,
It's me.
maybe that's how you break this little spell as you go into gnome form and she stops falling in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one could ever love a gnome.
Damn right.
Fuck you guys.
I was being facetious for emphasis.
All right,
Oh,
here we
who
go.
could ever
We hit a
truly
nerve
love
there.
a gnome?
My cross-platform username is GnomeLord06. I love gnomes.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
All right. Roll initiative, Gorham.
Hmm. Okay.
Of course, I don't have paper when I need paper.
Seven.
I rolled a 2, so you're first.
All right. Well, since I'm going first, bonus action rage.
Who'd have thought?
Hey, he made fun of me. He called me pig, and everybody laughed at me. So yes, Reggie's coming out swinging.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Nice. I wish I had telekinesis. So, Gorham transforms into Reggie. And Reggie says, as his first words,
Don't forget your Wild Surge.
"Oh, right! Good call."
Yep.
Alright, where is that?
This is the most exciting part of the podcast. It's called Lawyering the Rules.
Alright, so I roll a d8.
Yes.
Four. Okay. Arcane energy enshrouds you until your rage ends. You gain a +2 bonus to AC.
Oh.
And whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, that creature takes force damage equal to your Constitution modifier.
Oh, that's a good one.
Uh-huh. So that means my AC right now is an 18.
Damn.
And anytime he hits me, he takes 3 damage because that's my con modifier.
Jesus.
Now.
Who's the
So-
pig now, bitch?
Yeah, Reggie pops out and says, "You greasy flap-eared dunghill!" And goes after him
All right.
and swings the warhammer.
Good deal.
Now, we said last time, is it still true that Reggie is not affected by
Yeah.
the...
We'll say that's working.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about your disadvantage. I didn't expect you to eat two things of the pie.
Never underestimate the hunger
Shit.
of a barbarian. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits thoroughly. See that sweet damage.
10 damage.
Jesus Christ. I adjusted his HP, but I don't think I needed to. In fact, I'm going back to his original HP total. All right.
That's fine.
Yeah, you slam into him with your great axe, or no, battle axe.
Yeah. Warhammer.
Warhammer. Oh, God damn it! I can't keep you straight. I keep on thinking about the other session. Anywho, yeah, with your warhammer, and he's stunned. Like he thought you weren't. Like he's like, you're just a little guy. Like what the? I'm. And he swings his sword at you.
Yeah, take that, you lisping nook-shotten horn beast.
Wow. 13 for the first attack, and then a 15 for the second attack.
Both miss.
Yeah, both of them. He starts to stab you with his rapier, and then tries to do a fancy like hand motion, but Reggie just like sidesteps both of them. It looks like he's like a very proficient fighter. We actually haven't really seen him in battle too much. So,
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie.
No, you haven't. Yeah, no.
And Reggie, it is your turn.
All right. So, well, I guess I should move closer.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it was a little bit more theater of the mind.
All right. So, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that?
Do it.
Use reckless attack. Do I want to use reckless attack?
If you eliminate the competition, I'm just saying.
All right, I'll do reckless attack, and I'll do this two-handed, so it's a D10 for damage.
Let Lady Leah see that Granick is just a little punk compared to you.
God damn.
Damage. 26 with a 19.
Yeah. You hit. Jeez.
5 D10 plus 5. Right. Yeah, D10 plus 5. That's 15 points of damage.
Jesus.
And then, just to taunt him a little more, Reggie calls him a greasy, hook-nosed fashion monger.
I don't even know what this means.
Why does that feel racial?
It does feel racial. I'm offended and I don't know why.
It's an oily or insincerely polite, having a nose resembling an eagle's beak, and one foolishly concerned with fashion.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks, Shakespeare.
Yeah, you bite into him pretty handily.
If I were a bard, I could have used that for vicious mockery. I'm just saying. Yeah,
you could. That's a good vicious mockery generator. You bite into him. He's like furious. He looks to you, and then looks to Tara, and he does like a flourish, and looks like he's going to attack her instead.
Oh, that son of a bitch!
And he does.
Oh no!
You see him kind of like do a spin move and like come down with his sword. But out of nowhere, you see a quarterstaff come and block the sword, and you see Guy Gibraltar standing there. Reggie, where have you been? This is nuts. Who is this dude? Why are we fighting him?
Gibraltar, my old adventuring friend.
Guy like disarms Grenick pretty handily. He goes, let's get out of here. And then he casts a spell, and like bright lights just like erupt, blinding people, and you feel a hand on your shoulder trying to guide you out of there.
All right, I suppose. Don't forget the lady and Tara. We can't leave them behind. And you little heinous, pale-hearted miscreant, I will see you later.
And we run.
Oh, this is so good. Yeah, Guy Gibraltar is holding Tara, but he's holding her at arm's length in front of him, like he doesn't want her to like be close to him. You're able to grab hold of Liam, throw her up on your shoulder again, and you hear
Reggie.
You hear her go, "Oh, this is new. How? And she's like dragging halfway on the ground too.
Yeah. Yeah, she is, because he's only like 3 feet tall.
I was gonna say, he's gonna look like a pregnant dachshund running away.
Can I be a Rob Schneider NPC in the background and just yell out, "He just tried to kill an innocent girl"?
Yeah, you can.
I just want to turn the crowd on this douchebag.
Sure. Yeah, you see the crowd like kind of like look at him, and he just like shrugs his shoulders, and you see him bolt off. You as the bystander see him bolt off with his cronies. Fucker. So, where are you going, Gorham or Reggie?
We're back to Duke Tybus's tent.
Sure. You guys make it back. You guys actually meet up with Marholt before you get to the tent, and he in tow is bringing the beautiful, wonderful artist formerly known as Galaxy behind him, and you're real confused.
So am I. Reggie, what are you doing? What are you dragging her for?
You don't understand. She's been poisoned.
Oh, shit.
I believe it was with a love potion. Yes, she is alive, but she's very smitten with me.
With you?
Yes, and my counterpart Gorham, because we were the first beings she laid eyes on after taking the dart to the back of her head.
Somebody poisoned her with the dart.
Yes, it was Brannick.
You see Geiger Bolter holding Tara out at arm's length. He goes, what am I supposed to do with this one?
Yeah, I'll just take her into the tent.
I don't like children.
That's fine. I'll take her.
None of us do.
You see Geiger Bolter like look at you weird, Marholt. Huh. Reggie, you don't remember this one, do you? He was a squire.
A squire?
Yeah, for us. Little Marholt.
No. No, I don't remember this at all. Do I actually remember this? Or
no, you don't. You see guy like kind of like look weird, and he goes, "What's happening? How are you? But what? Renhold didn't. What? Rengroff didn't tell me this was going to happen.
Rengroff?
Can't know everything.
I mean,
can we get inside the tent before people start drawing attention? Or you start drawing attention, more attention?
Guys, roll a perception check before we do that. Everyone,
am I there?
No, this is outside the tent. So everyone but good old Orlando. I have something for you, Orlando, in a second.
Still giving a makeover.
22.
Yeah. 20.
Yeah, underneath his bandana that he's been wearing since you guys have known him, you see like it move. Like something might be underneath it or something. And he goes, "I'm so confused. I can't remember anything. Everything's like it's just a cloud around it." And you see the bandana like move on its own, and like it's not by wind or anything else. There might be something residing underneath the bandana.
Hey, Brett Michaels, you got something underneath that headband there? Want to show us what you're hiding?
Reggie, you know about this. My antenna. And he pulls off his bandana, and there's two antenna with glowing ends on them, and they just keep moving back and forth. He goes, "You know all this."
What the hell?
Is he looking like Piccolo or something?
Yeah, like a white Piccolo, not a green Piccolo.
I don't remember this at all.
You remember this?
I start pushing them into the tent at this point.
When you guys enter the tent, you hear Orlando and Tybus like beating their chests and grunting and doing like a primal
Matthew McConaughey thing.
Matthew McConaughey like confidence exercise.
You know that was all ad-libbed?
Yes.
I believe it. That's one of his vocal exercises, in fact.
Yeah.
And Orlando goes, "How is this making you any more confident?" All right. So,
wait, I said that, or he said that to me?
Oh yeah, Tybus says this to you.
Oh, I'm gonna say, being comfortable with your body and your voice is a key to confidence.
Oh, that guy has antennas.
I'm gonna shield his eyes, and I'm gonna say it is rude to stare at another man and say, "Oh no, you're right."
Yeah, you see Guy Gibraltar enter, and like he has like the most confused look on his face. He's just like, "But you guys long time ago. This isn't now. Rengroth didn't tell me this. What?"
I yell out, "Reggie!"
Yes?
Trying to get the other Reggie.
Oh, well, you
No.
should be more specific.
No,
Other
I
Reggie.
just yell it out and see if the other guy responds.
Yeah, he pops up and goes, "Oh, you look just like me." And he walks up to Reggie and goes, "Who are you?"
I'm
What's your
Reginald Thistlewhite. Who the hell are you?
You're my great. How many greats is there? Oh, just 3. Great grandfather. We thought you died.
Well, I didn't, bitch.
I'm gonna
Gnarly old grandpa.
seriously. It's like when your grandpa fought in Vietnam or something.
He's having flashbacks.
Everyone is confused. All right, guys, what are you guys doing?
Has it been like a minute? Because Reggie should be changing back to Gorham at some point.
Yes, that should be happening like right now. As like the other Reggie is like touching your face and going, "Grandfather, grandfather, I never pop." What?
Hey,
he's
No,
touching
he's
something
his
else.
Dick.
what the hell is going on? How'd I
I'm
get
gonna-
back here?
I'm gonna turn to Tybus and I'm gonna say, remember when we were talking about consent earlier?
I see that it's important now.
And I'm going to look to Gorham. I'm going to say, "Let me explain. No, there's too much. Let me sum up."
Yes. I love that movie.
And I tell him what I was doing, heading back to the tent with this guy for a makeover, Orlando called it.
Yeah, what is Galaxy thinking about all this?
They seem very disconcerted. Like, they're not concerned about anything. They're, like, filing their nails and, like, just looking down. Like, this is just a
course
normal
they are.
Tuesday.
And then I ran into you dragging, or rather, I ran into Reginald dragging Leah back here with Guy Gibraltar and Tara.
Yes, that nasty Granick. He tried to seduce her through poisons. I had to save her and Tara because he and his goons, they were coming after us through the festival.
You see Lady Leah just, like, drape her arms around Gorham's, like, shoulders. He's my hero.
And then I turn to the Duke. I'm like,
I got nothing on this, dude. Nothing. This is all you. I don't want this. As a matter of fact,
and then I like slip out of her arms and just drape her onto him.
She gets like a sour look on her face. "But honey, I love you. But if that's what you want me to do, okay." And she starts like cuddling against him, and it's real weird. And you can tell
you just stay there and you keep him company.
You can tell Duke Tybus is like, Orlando, is this what we want?
You tell me, is this way? I mean, yes, but not like this.
Guy,
Yeah, you're right.
can you do anything about this toxin, this love thing that's coursing through her veins?
He like is still like, but he's like, Rengroth didn't tell me this. Rengroth told me something else was happening. Why are they here? Why are you here? But Tara speaks up. She goes, I can.
Oh, okay, Tara.
And Tara like fiddles through her lab coat because she's always wearing a lab coat, and she pulls out a vial and goes, "This is an antitoxin. I can distribute it post haste, and she should feel better within a few minutes."
Fantastic.
I'm going to turn to Tybus and I'm going to say, yes, you do want this, and please remember who is helping you in this situation. And I'm going to gesture to Tara.
He nods his head and goes, "You guys have done so much for me. I feel confident, and I think my brother is a piece of shit, and I will kill him with my own hands." And he pulls his sword out, and he goes, "Little girl, you have my patronage. Reggie, not the one connected to the weird orc thing."
What do you mean weird? I just
saw you turn from a gnome to an orc. It's very strange.
It is a little weird.
Reggie,
It's a little weird.
Pull up the
I
paperwork.
would expect a little bit of respect, though, considering I saved his woman and beat up his brother publicly to embarrass him in front of the whole festival.
And you see him nod his head and goes, "You're right. Reggie, pay the people. I'm going to kill my brother." And he storms out.
You guys collect a buddy. I'm going to go watch this fight. I'm just marching behind him like, "You got this, buddy. You can do this. You're going to kick his ass."
Reggie goes, "We're little, we don't have much gold on hand, but we have some items. Would you guys like some magic items?"
Honestly, and I lean in close, having him take terror off our hands is most definitely payment enough, but we'll certainly take a look at your items.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna march over to Gorum and sort of punch him in the leg and be like, yeah, we'll take a gander.
What are you hitting me for?
I'm gonna do a wild face palm and just look at you and say, subtlety is not your forte, is it?
Nope.
And then I'm gonna turn to the camera and just kind of shrug and turn my head to the side and I'll smirk. It's Gorum.
Before Tybus gets into the fight,
Sure.
I'm going to tap him on the shoulder and give him a heroism.
Okay. He nods. He nods and he says, "Thank you. I appreciate that."
I would also, I tell Reggie that we should deal with this in a bit, but I want to follow and also watch this fight, and I want to play some entrance music for Tybus.
All right, we'll deal with the magic items in a little bit. I'll just we'll figure that out later. But yeah, we'll do the brothers fight right now.
I'm gonna slap him on the back and I'm gonna say, just remember everything that I taught you and apply it to fighting. And I'm gonna give him my last roll. I figure this is gonna be, if it's not an actual roll off thing, then I won't use it. But if it is a roll off thing, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Sure.
And I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I will yell out, "Kick his ass, Seabass!" And that's how I use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you see him storm into his brother's tent that's located next to Lady Leah's, and you see his two goons are like patching him up from the wounds that he sustained from the fight with Gorum. And it's not much of a fight as much as it was a murder. He didn't even the brother didn't even grab his sword. He literally just like slams into him and then cuts him down. It was just two very efficient motions, and Grenick lies dead on the ground. He points at the henchman and go, "You know he committed a crime. I am just fulfilling my job as Duke, and I lost all my confidence.
I bear witness to justice."
I'm gonna
I just murdered my
believe
brother.
in yourself.
He dropped his sword. He goes, I just murdered my brother. I'm gonna puke. And he pukes all over the ground.
I'm going to minor illusion a shadowy figure leaving the tent, and I'm going to say, "That wasn't you. It was that thing over there. We should go get it."